Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Nufftingz Speaks with your host, Nufftingz. So I want to talk about some Pokemon Go stuff. So you know it's going to be one of those videos. So if you're into the Pokemon Go content, bro, sit down and let's talk. Okay, so after all the stuff that happened with Mystic 7 and Galax and all that, they've since, shook hands and made peace, right? All right, cool. That's great. I'm happy that they made peace and all that good stuff. But let's be real here about something. That doesn't change the fact that what Mystic 7 did was completely effed up. You know what I'm saying? And, dude should be held accountable for whatever. Now, you are going to get those fanboys that are going to jump in here and be like, oh my God, Mystic 7's the greatest. Nah. Like, bro, listen, I don't care if he has 900 million subs, bro. What he did was wrong, and y'all should not forget. Just because he's turned over a new leaf now, really? He's only doing that to save face. Let's be real here. Now, moving on. So I saw a post today that they're having some Pokemon Go 10-year anniversary, and they're gonna have like some stream, and they're gonna have all these people in there. So at the top there was Mystic 7, and there was this female. I don't know who she is. I don't know the guys at the bottom either. I don't know any of these people. I only know Mystic 7. Now, from what I was reading, the female, she must have done a stream or something while driving and got banned from Twitch or something. Now, since then, she has been axed. Like, the picture doesn't have her on anymore. So I'm like, I don't know if that was done by Photoshop from somebody, or if the people that are doing the event decide to pull her off, right? Now, okay. Now, people were commenting, why would they put Mystic 7 if he's not about the Pokemon Go community or whatever? See, y'all still don't understand how this works. And the thing is, I know a lot of you that listen to things like me talking and all that. You're probably smarter than me, but it's funny how so much people don't understand what's going on with the world. It's like everyone's looking at the world with a different pair of eyes than me, right? Which is true, but you're looking at it, it's like they're looking at it with eyes that aren't 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not seeing things. You're too emotionally invested in everything, so you don't understand what's really going on. Number one, why would any big Pokemon Go event, Niantic event, Scopely event, any event in particular, any event at all that would have Pokemon Go people in there, why would they look at what's been going on? People don't understand that these high level billion-dollar corporations don't know anything unless somebody tells them, right? So this is why I got banned from Pokemon Go. Someone reported me. Now, you get more than one report, they start to say, okay, wait, we're getting a whole bunch of reports here. We need to now check this out, right? And they check out very vaguely. They don't check out they don't go into full detail. They don't check what, right. Like, they don't check well is what I'm trying to say. So they check this stuff, but they don't look into it. They don't look into it properly, right? Like, they don't get into like all like what's really going on, what everybody's story is. They just look at what they want to see, and then they're like, okay, well, damn, this is crazy. All these people are reporting, so it must be true, right? Okay. So these multi-billion-dollar companies, they don't care about what the everyday man is saying. They don't care about us. Like, if you look at this as a chessboard, we're all pawns, right? These are like the queens, you know what I'm saying? These are the ones that run everything. These are the ones with all the money, all the power, all the influence, right? They don't care about the little man. Now, people like Mystic and those guys, they're a little higher up. But at the end of the day, they still ain't nothing to these guys. Like, they don't matter. If Mystic 7 tomorrow said, I'm done, if Brandon Tan tomorrow said, I'm done, and they all said, I'm done, do you think that the game would stop? No, the game wouldn't stop. They would still do their stuff. They would still have their events. They would just take the next person that's ready to do it and have them, host it, right? Now, what I'm saying about the whole thing with Mystic 7, right, and this whole people defending him, What is with people nowadays and defending people that do wrong just because they said, I'm sorry? I could sit here and do the most heinous thing in the world and then be like, oh my gosh, I repent, and hold the Bible and say, oh, I repent my sins and blood of Jesus and all the other crap that people will say, right? And people be like, oh, he's really trying to do better. Oh my gosh. And I could just be sitting there manipulating the hell out of everybody without a crap not giving a crap at all. I don't care about people's feelings. I don't care about any of that. All I want is y'all to leave me alone, and so I can stay in the same circles I'm in, right? That's really what he did, right? I personally do not believe he feels any guilt or anything like that. I feel he tried something, got caught, and he's just saving face. Now, with Niantic saying, oh, well, or whoever hosting this thing, saying, well, we need to get the biggest YouTuber out of them all, it would be him. So they're not going to care about what he's done. They're going to care about the numbers, right? The other person they got rid of, I'm a little bit like, I don't know them, so I can't speak on them. But if they got banned from Twitch, I guess that's what they're looking at. Well, if they're banned from Twitch, that's a bad look. They can't promote our stuff on Twitch, la, 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 la. But Mystic 7 isn't banned from anywhere. What he did, he didn't get in trouble for. There was no punishment for what he did, even though what he did was extremely bad. Now, people are going to come in here, and you can come in here and say whatever you want, bro. Like, Nufftingz doesn't care. You can say whatever you want. You could be like, yeah, man, you're a hater. It's like, I got a comment with someone saying that I'm here dogging Brandon Tan, even though I'm using AI as my thumbnail. First of all, homeboy, let me tell you straight up, okay? Number one, when I talked about Brandon Tan, or what Daxie calls Brandon Tan, I didn't talk about AI. I talked about how he was in person. There was comments where people said that he was rude to them too, and they didn't like him. So everybody's interaction is different, right? I guess there's more people that just didn't like him, didn't like how he carried himself, and was, rude to them. Okay, he was rude to me too, right? So you can't tell me that I'm not. What happened to me wasn't true. Like, I'm not making this up. What would I need to make it up for? It doesn't make any sense. But now you're sitting there saying that, I'm flaming Brandon Tan over AI. I wasn't. I can use AI thumbnails. Did I steal it from somebody else? No, the person in that picture is me. I just edited the picture to the way I wanted to. I could do that myself, but AI makes everything quicker. All of you people that are sitting here talking about AI, number one, the content is me. This is my voice. This isn't AI. AI don't sound this good. You know what I'm saying? AI don't sound like this. We're not in Skynet time yet, so AI don't sound this good. So stop the nonsense. It's a thumbnail. It's more so that you see it and you see what the hell I'm talking about and want to click it or not. You know what I'm saying? If you don't click it, fine. If you click it, thank you. But don't sit there and say like, oh, yo, you're flaming homeboy because first of all, stop it. The interview I did with him wasn't AI. None of that was AI. I use AI to get my stuff done quicker. Right? So I don't understand what you're complaining about. Like, stop talking. See, this is what I mean about people that think they're smart, when sometimes you should just shut the hell up and don't speak at all. There's no need for your opinion if your opinion is going to be so silly. It made no sense. I wasn't doing what Homeboy was doing and stealing people's infographic and taking it as my own. I've never taken anybody's content and put it up as my own. I didn't take off watermarks off of videos and put my watermark on. I didn't do any of that. That's too much work, first of all. I don't even know why anybody would do it. I've had people steal my gaming content, and I've had to, put in those appeals to say, yo, this is mine. What are you doing? They don't even make an effort to make it their own. They just took it and put up and said, hey, guys, look at what I did. Bro, so don't sit there and tell me that what I did with using an AI thumbnail is such a big deal. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, majority of content creators that you see right now are putting AI thumbnails. So don't pretend like they're not using AI to make thumbnails, AI to make titles, AI to do descriptions, AI to do tags. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there doing content right now where it's all written and AI speaks it out for them. Does that sound like, do I sound like AI? Hello, I am Nufftingz Speaks. Like, do I sound like that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not no AI, bro. You know, I'm not a T800 or a T1000. I ain't none of that, bro. You need to calm down. Like, stop it. Like, there's no reason for that. Like, what do you mean? That's your argument? It's like when I talk about Dr. Umar Johnson and people are like, you don't have an opinion because you're black. You're not black enough. So I said that wrong. You're not black enough. I'm black, so I can have an opinion. You're not black enough to have an opinion on this. Like, what? Like, look, man, I was an amazing Pokemon Go player. I knew that game inside and out. I would have smoked so many of these YouTubers that claim to know Pokemon Go. How do you have all these people talking in the comments saying, yo, homeboy does not know nothing about Pokemon Go? Like, and yet you're mad at me for actually putting out content that actually spoke against them and said, look, man, I don't like what they're doing, and nobody ever speaks up on it. So what are we going to do? We're going to sit here and pretend like they're not doing something wrong crap? Dude stole people's stuff, try to put it as his own, and then people are making excuses. You know what I'm saying? That dude is laughing. He's at home right now counting his money and just saying, look at these dumbasses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at these people. I can do whatever I want and nobody says nothing to me. And if they do, I got people to back me up. Flip, 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 flip through all those hundreds and stuff. Doesn't care about what you say. Like, you know, you guys pretend like these guys are, you know, above, you know, like these guys, like, how do I explain this? Do you guys make it seem like these guys are like low-key, you know, in like they're Norse gods and stuff? Like, these guys are so special. They're regular people that did something that you like and you're praising them for it. But also, you're not getting down on them for when they do something wrong, so they can do whatever they want, right? Why does this world believe that if you go against someone for wrong, that's bad? You know what I'm saying? Come on. Anyways, so moving on. So this event that they're having. So I think it's a good idea for Pokemon Go to do it, but I also believe that they're not going to look properly, and maybe they will, and boot out Homeboy and honestly make it be better by using people that actually care about the game. You know, like if they had asked me when I was playing, I would have done it because at least I have knowledge of the game. You know what I'm saying? Why would you listen to a content creator that don't know the name of the Pokemon or don't know where they originate from, like what game they originate from, don't know anything about the game itself, the lore, the older games? You know what I'm saying? They played Red and Blue back in 96 and 2000 and never played anything else. And Pokemon Go came out and they're like, oh my God, Pokemon Go. And then after the 150 were done and they got the 151 Mew, then they're like, who are these Pokemon? What's an Azumarill? You know, like, what's a Dawn fan? I don't know these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met lots of people that didn't play after the third generation. I played every generation. So my Pokemon knowledge is out there. Like, I mean, it's probably not there anymore because I don't play it anymore. But I will say, Pokemon Go is really hanging on by a thread. Let's be real. They're going to do anything they can now to keep it going. And plus, I heard that they even changed Niantic to another name. Interesting. It's on the way out. And honestly, I don't know, man. I'm thinking that gaming communities in general are extremely toxic. It's not only Pokemon Go, it's a lot of them. People are extremely toxic and people don't know how to behave themselves, which is really sad. But hey, what do I know? I'm just that guy with 300 subs and I don't have a clue in the world what's going on. But whoever still watches these and listens to me and understands, like, yo, I just want peace and hair grease, bro. But I ain't gonna sit there and pretend like, you know, stuff ain't shady at the same time and call it out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared. I'm gonna speak up. But anyways, that's my video on this. Like and subscribe if you want to. Check out my other videos if you'd like to. I did a playlist for them. I have a lot of videos where I'm just on talking about things that you might be thinking about. So you might see something you like. I'll see you in the next video.
Another late night chasing down the light for the grind that Nufftingz has to fight against the voices in the